This map is very puzzly. When you first encounter it, it seems a lot harder than it necessarily has to be. It depends a lot on how you approach it. So if you're trying to pistol start Sunlust yourself, you get some good pro tips from this video, because I've learned a lot of ways to make it easier for yourself. First and foremost, don't shoot at the start. That triggers a teleport ambush, and you don't want it to happen until you're already gone from the starting area. Also, you saw that secret I found. I activated. Got some extra rocket ammo. That's fairly impactful here. So this fight, depending on how it goes, can be extremely difficult, especially because most of the places you can run for cover will just trigger more enemies. But you can go here. It's a great angle for starting infighting, and as long as you don't go too far down this corridor, you won't trigger anything else. So that starting fight was just about as easy as there as it can ever possibly be. You've got several options at this point. I think it's worth, wasting some of that extra rocket ammo on clearing out these annoying revenants. They command the entire map, and like everything's just way harder when they're still alive. I don't do it particularly well. I keep missing shots, and it takes me forever to finish them off. But I mean, in principle, this is easy to do. Really badly done dodge there. So with those guys taken care of, this little hallway's not too much of a much. Pause to let the weapon switch happen before you hit the pillar. This map has really great music. A lot of these do. Sunlust has great music in general. It has great everything. So this here is kind of badly done. I sprayed indiscriminately and hit both of the Hell Knights, so they're not going to get mad at the Mancubus now. Kind of stupid. I panicked a little bit. Oh, the structure of this map is you have to get all those little helmets, or more particularly activate the buttons that they're on. Each time you do, it lowers the pillar that's blocking the exit a little bit more. That's why the map is called Gear Up. I like this fight. It's straightforward. 2 enemies. Can kill you dead if you're not careful. For whatever reason, the elevator's not directly activatable. I'm just checking for extra shotgun shells. This is something that's only a problem if it activates when you're already having other problems. And it's a similar thing to the encounter with the 2 Hell Knights and the Mancubus back at that annex. Like, if that gets added onto the Arachnotron encounter, it's bad for you. This is a pretty safe route through the level, but it just occurred to me that it might be really strong to, at the very start, run right through this area and up to the little alcove with the lone Mancubus that we're about to see. Like, this is a... This right here is a very safe space, and like you could let a lot of, just run through everything. Try to wake up as much as possible and then run immediately to here. That might be the cheesiest and easiest way to get through this map. I don't know, I've never tried it. It just occurred to me now. Trying to get some extra infighting happening here while I'm passing by. Height differentials can be useful for that. So there's a secret here. You've got to jump to that wall going around this courtyard. I fuck it up like 3 times in a row. I'm really bad at doing jumps in this engine. There we go. This isn't essential, but this next part is really hard without it. Space is awkward, so I try to just do the gamble little flinch, and he doesn't, so that sucks. And I even take a bite from a Spectre, so I'm pretty lucky I didn't die here. Overall, I execute kind of poorly on this run. This is such a cool looking map. So there's not much left to do, actually. Clean up the central area. There's just one more helmet to grab. Using this weapon because hit scanners are what I'm most worried about. Oh, and yeah, I'm just heading up to grab health here. So, this here is the exit, and that's the pillar that's been lowering a little bit more every time you do a thing. I believe you can only get that armor after you've gotten all but one helmet. Which is kind of weird, it really just gives it to you right at the end, however that end happens to come. But in that case, this is probably the one you should leave for last, since you can take a lot of random damage here. So this is the one that'll kill you, pretty much kill you the first time, unless you have really good reflexes and decision making. But you want to just grab the pillar, instantly turn around, and paste the imp, get the blur artifact. Once you have the blur artifact, you're okay. Although it's worth noting that these guys are only in, well, there's several. But a Macubus is more dangerous when you are invisible, because you can't count on the dodging factor to work necessarily. Really, all the projectile enemies are just as, if not more, obnoxious. Cyber demons the worst. Like, cyber demons are terrifying if you're invisible. But hit scanners, I mean, it's incredibly good, obviously. Anyway, that's everything. Everyone's dead, and we can exit the map. Really good map. One of my favorites.